Welcome to Nana's Kitchen. I'm Nana.
I'm Natasha, and today we're going to show you how to make multigrain crepes using our NanaCakes Baking Mix. Today we're going to use NanaCakes Multigrain Baking Mix. It's an all-purpose mix, and like all of NanaCakes Baking Mixes, they're all natural and preservative-free. You can make multiple recipes from each one: pancakes, cookies, muffins, and more. And there's at least 6 more recipes on each bag. We have additional recipes online. We're going to go ahead and take our scissors and gently cut off the top of the seal. Then we're going to open it up and get 1 cup of mix. You're going to want to use a spoon or something to stir up the mix because it does pack tight. Then you're going to just spoon in one at a time until we have a full cup. If you kind of hold your cup in the bag, you can keep from spilling. You want the air to be in the mix so it doesn't pack down tight. Then, using a straight edge, we're just going to level off our mix to make a single full cup. And dump it in your bowl. Now that we've measured 1 cup of mix, we're going to crack in our eggs. I recommend cracking your eggs into a small separate bowl to prevent any shells, and then dump them in. You need just 2 eggs for 1 batch of crepes. You need 1½ cups water, and then you need 1 tablespoon of oil. We prefer olive oil, but you can use any kind of oil that you would like. Then with my whisk, I'm just going to whisk it up. The great thing about these crepes is they're really fast to make. You can add all your ingredients and whisk them really quickly. Starting your skillet at a nice medium hot temperature. Then we'll put some crepes right in the middle and cook them up.
Now we're going to show you how to cook the crepes. I have a green skillet here that's a non-stick. It's a 12-inch and it has a little slightly rounded sides, which makes it easier to put your spatula down in. I'm going to heat the skillet to about a medium-high heat. I also really love to have a olive oil mister, which makes it really easy to get just the right amount of oil in your skillet without having it too oily. Because our crepes do have multigrain and whole grains, it's a constant thing to be stirring them between cooking each individual crepe. As you can see, the whole grains are in the mix. I like to use a scoop of some kind that's about a half a cup of mix. I found that's just about the right amount for my skillet. Now I have to wait until it gets to the right temperature. As you know, the old trick with pancakes is you have a little bit of water, put it on there. If it sizzles, the skillet is ready. So let me do that. It's sizzling. And before we started we made some fruit sauce, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. A lot of times when I'm making these for guests or for my family, I start the fruit sauce just before I even start mixing the crepes, because it just takes about the same amount of time as it takes to cook the crepes to make the fruit sauce. So I've got this in my scoop. I'm going to pour it in the middle. At the same time, I'm going to pick up the skillet and I'm going to swirl this around so that it gets an even coating on the bottom of the skillet. Now I'm going to let this cook until it's almost totally dry on top. The reason you like the rounded skillet is because you can get your spatula in here and kind of pull the edges up. It's not quite ready to turn. You have to just be a little patient with crepes. People get in a hurry, think, I can't make crepes. Well, they're really easy once you get onto it. If you don't have this large a skillet, you can always, of course, make them smaller. It's just that this is the size we like to do. Now it looks like it's almost dry on top, and you can see how it's starting to lift. So I'm going to make sure it's nice and loose. Put my spatula totally under and flip it over. Now you only need to cook it just a few seconds on the other side because it's almost totally cooked. When I'm making a lot of crepes, and I usually make them for guests or for family when they come to visit, I keep a little platter in the oven. I keep the oven at 175, and I make them all and stack them up on that platter. Then I can bring the platter to the table, and they can put on the yogurts and things they want. So I'll show you how I do that. I just scoop it like that, make some little pockets, and I put it into my oven. One of our favorite ways to serve crepes is with berry sauce and yogurt. And we have made our own berry sauce, and it's so easy to make. I usually start it right before I even start mixing the crepes. I use 1 cup of berries. I like to use frozen berries because you're going to cook them down anyway. I use 1/3 cup of sugar and 1 cup of water and just a little bit of lemon or lime juice to make it come to life. Anyway, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to cook it down, and then it's ready to go, and it'll still be warm when you get ready to serve it. I take a little bit of yogurt and I mix it up, put it a spoonful in each pocket of each crepe. Very easy to do. You can use any yogurt that you prefer. You can use a flavored yogurt. I'm using plain yogurt today, just because I think the sweetness of the berries is sweet enough. But it makes a very pretty presentation. So I'm just going to scoop my berries over the top of each one. And you can see it's not a thick sauce, and that's one of the things I like about it. You actually see the berries and you see the sauce. Now I used mixed berries for this sauce. You can use any berry that you prefer.
Thank you for joining us in Nana's Kitchen today.
We hope that after seeing how easy it is to make crepes that you will enjoy making them also.